A holiday surprise from the commander-in-chief.
You having a good time, everybody?
What are you saying to the troops on this day?
We love them. We love them. We say happy Thanksgiving.
President Trump making his first visit to Afghanistan today after a secret 13-hour, more than 8,000-mile overnight flight to the conflict zone. Today serving up Thanksgiving turkey and trimmings to troops at Bagram Airfield, alongside Joint Chiefs Chairman General Mark Milley. Hundreds of service members gathered in a hangar to see the president.
But there's nowhere I'd rather celebrate this Thanksgiving than right here with the toughest, strongest, best and bravest warriors on the face of the earth.
On short notice, Afghan President Ghani met with President Trump, who said the U.S. and Taliban resumed talks.
The Taliban wants to make a deal, and we're meeting with them, and we're saying it has to be a ceasefire.
Today's surprise comes as the president faces blistering criticism from his fired Navy Secretary, Richard Spencer, who condemned as shocking and unprecedented the president's order that Eddie Gallagher retire with his Navy SEAL status, despite a conviction. Spencer wrote, "The president has very little understanding of what it means to be in the military, to fight ethically, or to be governed by a uniform set of rules." The president's speech to the troops stands out for what he did not say. No talk of impeachment, Democrats, or partisan politics. All of that waits for him here. He's flying back to the U.S. overnight and is expected back in Florida tomorrow morning.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.